We're feeling a little better, but I'm still gonna be vulnerable. So as I've said in the podcasts and videos that have come since this video, what side does the little card come up on? Since Since this video has come out, I have told you guys 100 times how much I appreciate and really just was overwhelmed by the support that y'all gave me. So thank you again for that. So I figured so many of y'all like the videos where we sit and we eat and we chat, and you like the videos where I'm being vulnerable. So I figured let's give you an update while I eat yesterday's salad. There are some pros and cons to this salad. A pro is that it's still crunchy. A con is that the handmade breadcrumb croutons that I made are soggy now. But a pro is that my friends Riley and Elizabeth said it was the best Caesar salad they've ever had. So I figured I'd give you guys an update on how life has been since that video, which I think was like a month ago now. Valentine's Day was yesterday. I did not have a suitor, but I did have two of my best girlfriends, so that's great. They came over, I made them dinner. It was so nice. It was truly like one of the best nights I've had in a long time. Me and Riley watched Sing after Elizabeth left because it's one of Riley's favorite movies, and I had only like seen it on a plane when I was half asleep. It's amazing. I've also been making these little like baby focaccia to test out different toppings. It's safe to say that the vodka sauce topping is good. There have definitely been some changes since that last video. I've really kind of just like shifted my perspective on things because I think that's what was holding me back. I was feeling like a failure when I wasn't. I was feeling like a failure when I'm just trying to make my dreams come true in a way that's sustainable. And that's brave, and it's lonely, and it's scary, and it's hard, and it's upsetting, but I'm proud of myself, and I'm really excited to start waiting tables again. I haven't gotten a job yet. But it's coming. I'm going to drop resumes off again today. I am dropping some off at restaurants that have already said no, but that's because I applied online, and I don't believe that restaurants should have online applications. I think they're just such in-person situations that it seems silly to apply online. Obviously I get why they do it, but I don't know. I think I'm more persuasive in person. If I have any like restaurant managers watching right now, comment below and let me know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Because I'm sure it is kind of annoying, but I'm also like, I'm good at what I do. I do want to say though, like this grind is very frustrating. Like the video grind and all that stuff, I'm so used to it now that it's such a part of my everyday life that like I forgot what it was like to like constantly be applying to jobs and constantly putting the same information down over and over and over again. So if you are also going through a job search, a job hunt, whatever, I feel you. Very frustrating. This really is a good Caesar salad. I made the dressing. It was really, really easy and really delicious. Let me know if you guys want a Caesar salad Dead Dad's Kitchen. That might be fun. We did a made easy salad video, and then with the chicken cutlets, we did a salad on the side, I think. But we could do a Caesar salad video because Riley and Elizabeth really liked it, and I really like it too. What's up with you guys? Are you eating lunch? Are you eating breakfast? Are you on your break? Are you having dinner? Are you about to go to bed? Did you just wake up? How have you been feeling? How is your heart doing? Have you asked yourself that lately? Something I've been dealing with a lot too. Let's just get into it. Honestly, why not? We also have some charcuterie I cut little hearts out of. And then I saved these pieces for me. I feel like a mom. I'll tell you what. I have also been feeling very lonely. And I think loneliness is this very taboo subject. People who have good family and good friends like I do aren't really talking about it because you're kind of like, well, I do see my friends. I do call my mom. I do this. I do that. And it's truly not even about not having a boyfriend. I have not met anybody recently that would be a worthy or suitable boyfriend. So it's not even about that. And people that are in relationships feel lonely all the time too. It's just this feeling of being like, I am the only one that's understanding how I am right now in this moment. You could have the best family, best boyfriend, best wife, best friends in the world and still feel lonely sometimes. And it's this really isolating, soul gripping thing sometimes. It's hard to get yourself out of. Focaccia helps though. And if you're feeling alone, that's fine. be alone. Feel that. Feel how special that is to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and that you can be by yourself. Being alone and feeling lonely, it is sad and it can be negative, but there's also this really beautiful aspect to it that's like, oh, I can be with just me. And that's nice too. But yeah, those are just some reminders that life can be really tricky sometimes. And it's the hardest thing we ever do. It's also the most rewarding, but that doesn't mean it's always dream jobs and friendship and parties. Sometimes it means getting a survival job and being alone on a Saturday, Sunday night and just like going on a walk. Like, you know, it can be tricky and that's okay. And hopefully, which I'm only saying this because some of you guys have told me this and it's probably like one of the nicest things I've ever heard in my life. Like, hopefully you can put on a video like this one, and you might not feel so alone. And some of you guys have said that I'm like your comfort YouTuber, and that's really nice. Oh my God, I was crying about it on TikTok Live the other day. Oh, also on TikTok Live the other day, a bunch of people said that I sounded like Jennifer Aniston, and that is so nice. I think she has such a beautiful voice. I'm gonna give you my best Jennifer Aniston. Oh, Ross. I didn't know you were gonna be here. Monica, you better be serious. What do we think? If it's not good, don't tell me. Have I watched anything recently that I think you guys would like? Oh, I'm rewatching The Sopranos. I mean, it's amazing. I know I'm like, I don't know, 20 years late, 15 years late. I don't care. My brother loves it and he's seen it a bunch of times, so I'll text him and be like, oh my God, wait, did this guy do this? And he's like, no, you're thinking of that guy. And I'm like, okay, great. Have you guys ever seen The Sopranos? This is my first time watching it all the way through. You guys tell me in the comments if you think this is an asshole f***ing move. Okay, I was dating this guy once a few years back and we were like, oh, we should watch The Sopranos all the way through. We had both seen parts of it. I think he had seen the whole thing and I'd only seen maybe a season or two. And we were like, oh, let's start it together. And that'll be like the show we're watching right now. We're just rewatching it. We are watching it. Every time we see each other, we like watch an episode or two, whatever. So then a couple weeks go by and he comes over. I'm like, oh, let's put on The Sopranos. And he's like, oh no, you're too far back. And I was like, what do you mean I'm too far back? He's like, I'm on season 3, episode 2. And I was like, what the f? We were supposed to watch this together. That's the whole thing. And he's like, well, we'd already seen it. It doesn't matter because we had both seen it before. I was like, that's not how that works. I was livid. Please let me know in the comments below whose side you're on. I'm not gonna be mad. If you actually think that that's like a totally fine, normal thing to do, please let me know so I can let go of some of this rage that I didn't know I still had. I did love Sing. Sing was great. I cried watching it. Great, great movie. Matthew McConaughey is fantastic. I know I've talked about this before, but if you have not read Matthew McConaughey Greenlights, his autobiography, well, don't read it. Listen to the audiobook version because he does the voice of it. Hamana, hamana, hamana. So good. And he talks about Sing in it. Anyway, he's great in it. Reese Witherspoon's great. It's such a great movie. And I was sitting there with Riley yesterday, watching it after Elizabeth left, and we were just like, oh my God, like we weren't under the influence of anything, but we were just like, this is crazy. Like when you're filming just like a movie in the real world and there's a tree in the background and the tree is swaying, it's like, okay, that's just life. But when they're doing an animated movie, they have to animate a tree swaying. They have to animate a little lizard walking by in the background. Like people were animating every single second, every single frame, every single minuscule detail in that. And that's so crazy to think about. Are you guys hearing the crunch in that focaccia? So I loved Sing. If you guys haven't seen Sing, I highly recommend it. Came out like 5 years ago. I don't know why I'm like, let me tell you about something. Oh, podcasts I've been listening to. Listen, you guys. I have been listening to Good Children with Joe Hedges and Andrew Muscarella. I found them on TikTok, which is actually where I've gotten a lot of the podcasts I've been listening to lately. I found them on TikTok, just like them putting up a clip of themselves. And they're just hilarious. They're so cute. I think they're maybe a year younger than I am. And they talk about like their middle school experiences, their high school experiences. What they're talking about, I relate to so much. Like I want to like scream through my phone and be like, I remember Five Gum too. Or like, I remember when Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen came out and my mom would let me watch it also. They're so funny and they're so sweet and they've been friends for like 20 plus years. Such a great podcast if you guys just want like a lighthearted, sweet, joyful thing. Also, I don't listen to this one as much, but I look for their TikToks all the time because they have such like amazing little gems on there. Shits and Giggles is amazing. They're so funny. And they're these two guys, they just love each other so, I honestly don't remember their names. They're so funny and they're like these cute English guys and they just love each other. They just laugh so hard and they talk about the funniest shit. That's been bringing me a lot of joy. Stuff you should know I listen to all the time. Which by the way, I'm so sorry there wasn't a podcast this week. I just like, again, I was just having a hard week last week. I would say it's been a hard calendar month. Or 3. So I just needed to give myself a break. I had a couple focaccia orders due that day anyway, and it was just gonna be too crazy. So I let myself just breathe. So I am sorry, but we're coming back this week with, I think, the history of Girl Scout cookies, which I'm excited about. If you guys have any ideas for the podcast and what you would like to hear, leave them in the comments below. I don't always see all of them. I definitely ask way more frequently on my Patreon at the $2 tier where people can help give me ideas and what they want to hear, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, but leave them in the comments below because I do check this too. Oh, the history of the Caesar salad might be interesting. That could be something. Has there been anything else I want to tell you guys about? Not getting a job, being lonely, podcast, Caesar salad. No, I think that about wraps it up. Oh, and I mentioned focaccia like 40 times. So yeah, we're pretty much all caught up on how I've been doing. How are you? I know a lot of you guys have been kind of double checking and asking how I've been doing since that video came out and since I was a little more honest with you guys. So I wanted to keep that up and just give you a little update. And the update's, you know, pretty good. It's not ideal, and as much as I like to manifest and live at a high vibration and like be magnetic, sometimes you just gotta wait a little bit because all the good stuff is coming, but good things come to those who wait as well. Also, I love that you guys like these videos. I really do sometimes feel like, oh no, this isn't enough for them. So please, if you're like, girl, get back in the kitchen. I don't care how your job hunt is going. Let me know and I will do exactly that. I've been told so many times that you guys love these like sit down and have lunch with me's. So I know I keep explaining why I did this video, but I just want to be clear. I love you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here in the world and on this channel. If you guys wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing down below. Go check out the Patreon. It starts at only $2, patreon.com/Irene Walton. And I hope you're drinking enough water and eating enough vegetables and also eating the fun stuff too. I love you.